Have you ever been told that you need to speak with energy, but you weren't quite sure how to do that? Let me tell you about an acting teacher I studied with. This harkens back to when I was a teenager, filled with the now faded dreams of stardom and glory. In grade 10, I got a part in the school play, and I was so excited. Unfortunately, I stunk. I didn't know what I was doing out there. I was grasping at straws trying to figure out how to say the lines. I was panicking about how to be interesting, funny, entertaining. It was pretty harrowing. So after that slightly traumatic experience, I went and studied with this acting teacher named Judy Silver. She was amazing. And like all acting teachers, Judy spoke a lot about energy. So finally, I asked her. I said, "Judy, what do you mean by energy?" She thought about that for a moment, and then she said, "Energy is just loving what you're doing." And that was a real light bulb moment for me, because I thought, of course, we like watching people who are having fun. That kind of enjoyment and enthusiasm is infectious. You ever been in a situation where one person gets the giggles and then it spreads like wildfire? It's the same principle. And there's some science behind this too. We're actually programmed to mirror one another. In fact, when we come face to face with people, we rapidly and subconsciously mirror their facial expressions. It's a way for us to physically feel their mood, and that helps us understand and prepare for the type of interaction we're about to have. When I found this new way of thinking about energy, that it's just loving what you're doing, it changed the way that I thought about performing. More than anything, what it did is it took me out of my head. I mean, here I was worrying that I had to be interesting, I had to be funny, I had to be entertaining. That's a lot of pressure to put on oneself. In reality, all I had to do was connect to my own enjoyment, my own passion, and that's how I could excite an audience. For me, this has huge implications for business presentations as well. Like that teenage actor version of myself, the trap for a presenter is to think they have to be a certain way. They think they have to change their behavior to become interesting or entertaining, rather than believing that they are inherently interesting. They don't have to change a thing. Now, it may seem strange to think of having fun in a business presentation. So another way you can think of that is to connect to what your message means to you. To put it another way, you don't have to be engaging, you have to be engaged. If you're engaged by the content you're sharing, that's a great first step to getting your audience engaged too. So how about you? What does energy mean to you in the context of a presentation? Leave a comment in the chat below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll chat to you soon.